Hello, and welcome to the last video in the chakra series, the full chakra flow. So there are 7 main energy centers that we consider as the chakras, and the 7th is the crown. So it's above the body and beyond. And there's really no yoga poses that we can do to really activate the crown chakra, the Sahasrara. But what we can do is get into alignment with the rest of our energy centers so that, theoretically we can access that kind of universal connection and alignment. So we start with ourselves and then look outwards. So, what we're going to do is a full flow of all of our chakras, starting from the bottom to the top. That's how they stack upon each other, foundation up. And hopefully, you feel really good at the end of this. This is, again, a short class, so about 30 minutes. And we will end in a meditation because the 6th chakra, right above or just below the crown, the 7th, is the space of meditation, the third eye. So that's what to expect. This will move pretty quickly because we have to fit a lot in. And it is fairly physically demanding because we kind of go from one to the other to the next. And so take your time, back up, slow it down as needed. And I'm excited to get started. So we're actually going to just go right into the grounding, the foundation, the root on the mat, hands and knees. Start there. And so again, everything starts with a foundation. So I want you to check in with your hands and look at them. They should be placed the distance of your shoulders, and your index fingers should be parallel to each other. And then do the same things. You can kind of look back at your knees and move them so they're truly underneath your hips, so they're truly supporting your body. That could be moving in or out depending on where you're at. And then take just a moment before we do anything else to push into those hands, push into the legs and the knees. Normally, we think of the root chakra as the space of the legs and the feet. That's where it's located energetically. But when our hands are down, they are part of our foundation. They are our grounding, our connection down. So once you've got that grounding, go ahead and lift your tailbone and your crown of head. Inhale. Exhale, round for your cat pose. Inhale into cow. And exhale, cat. So I want you to do this a few times, just really feeling the ground underneath you, that support. Good. After your next in your next inhale, that's cow, I want you to tuck your toes, lift your knees and go into downward dog. If you need to widen your stance like I do, go ahead and do that now, here. So we're going to take a breath in downward dog, and then we're going to flow in between cow and dog. So inhale, exhale, dog. Inhale, drop knees, round. Exhale, dog. Inhale, drop knees, reconnecting. Exhale, putting that weight, that energy into your legs. Inhale. Exhale. Couple more. One more. Good, and then downward dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, send foot through to hands. Drop your left heel and rise up, warrior one. So we're going to take a couple moments here in warrior one. Bend that right knee, glue left heel to mat. If it feels okay in your shoulders, if it doesn't take energy away from your grounding, lift your arms up. but then push back down with your right foot and your left. The left heel always wants to peel up. That's just the way of the stance. And so that's okay. Just ground into it more. That's why this pose I think is so grounding, is because there has to be effort in the grounding. I am safe and secure. Inhale. Exhale, hands frame right foot, step back to plank, another grounding pose. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower to belly if appropriate for you. Inhale, rise up, cobra. Exhale here, push into hands. Inhale, and then exhale to downward dog. So find your downward dog. Breathe here. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, send it through. Ground that right heel as you rise up, warrior one. Same thing, really give some attention to your feet and legs as you get settled here. Push into both. Lift your arms, but if it takes away from your focus downward, then let that go and just let your arms hang. Push into right heel. Really breathe in as you push that right heel down. And be here. I am supported by the earth. That rooting not only is about connecting to our physical body, but it's our physical body connecting to the earth. One more breath, warrior one. Be right here. Inhale. Exhale, hands frame, left foot, step back plank. Inhale, plank, and exhale to belly. Inhale, lift up, cobra. Same thing, stay for the exhale. Use your hands to support. Inhale, lift your heart. And exhale, downward dog. Breathe here. So we're switching gears. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, open the hip and let it almost pull you over. You're not going to flip over, but just feel that stretch. Something's different. Rotate that right knee. 3 big circles, whatever direction you've chosen. Feel the change in energy. Inhale, right leg long. Exhale, send foot through to hands. Bring your hands inside of right knee. You can take a moment to kind of drop your left knee and set up if needed. And we're going to go into an inhale like a low lunge and an exhale round like a lizard flow. Inhale, exhale, just flow. Feel the difference, but also the stability. The stability is super important to allow our creative freedom to be expressed. I move effortlessly. Good. The next time you lift that left knee, come over long edge of mat and go into some skandasana movement. So again, we got to start with that foundation and make sure we move safely, taking care of ourselves. But then once you've got it, what about a little bit of movement, a little bit of change? Stoking that internal creative force, that individuality of who you are. And then transition, other side, we're going right into it. You're going to Drop that right knee if you need to set up, just checking in that you've got your foundation set. And then sink in. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, round and lift. Same thing, other side. Inhale. Exhale. I tap into my creative self. Couple more. Allow it to be a little non-linear. We like to put rules in yoga, and it is helpful, I think, most of the time. It's also good to sometimes break those rules, as long as you're still being safe in your body. Good. The next time your right knee lifts, sweep your left leg up. Take a big stretch in that three-legged dog, like you're almost going to flip over, but you're not. And then 3 big circles, whichever direction you've chosen with that knee. On an exhale, sweep your left foot forward. Go ahead and move in again. We're here in Skandasana. So again, what does it mean to you to move a little freely? Does it challenge you? Some people it really does. It certainly challenges me sometimes. So just kind of be with yourself just a few more moments. And then we're going to come up into goddess pose and just be here. You might add a little bit of movement just as a kind of a transition. But this goddess pose has a lot of lunar energy, that feminine side that we all have, unrelated to gender. Pause in stillness for just a moment. Maybe close your eyes. Feel that well of energy. Big inhale. Exhale, hands frame right foot, just flow right through a chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. Take a deep breath in downward dog. Start to call on that heat. Inhale into plank. We're going to go into the highest intensity first, and then I'll bring it down for anyone who needs. Mountain climber. One knee, one knee, one knee, one knee. That's the highest. Other is just step, 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 step. We're onto that third chakra. Next option is on hands and knees. So keep going if you're in any of those other versions. Lift a knee in, send the leg back. Knee in, back. Knee in, back. Knee in, back. Good, a couple more breaths. Let the heat build. I make my own decisions. Good, downward dog to rest. If you need to rest somewhere else, rest somewhere else. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, foot through to hands. Left heel lifted this time as you rise up, high lunge. Get low in right thigh, breathe here. We're going to go into warrior 3. Well, I guess I should say this. We're going to go into a sequence. Slow at first, and then we're going to do it a couple times. Inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, lean forward, reach your arms back. Bend your right knee. Let the heat build there in your core. The core is really just your trunk, holding all parts together with that steady fire. Take an inhale. On an exhale, lift up warrior three. Holding everything together, just like plank pose. Breathe here. Good, bring your left knee up, arms up, lift it up. Good, we're gonna go in and out of knee up, warrior three. 3 more times, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale in the pause, exhale in the move. Inhale, warrior three. Exhale, knee up. Inhale, exhale. 1 more cycle. On an exhale, lift left knee. Inhale here. Exhale through warrior three and land high lunge. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, vinyasa. Take a pause. Downward dog or another rest. It's important to pause. The fire that we have, it can burn ourselves up or others, and we want to let it last a lifetime. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, send it through. Inhale, reach arms up, high lunge. I carve my own path. Confidence to move towards what you want. Take an inhale. Exhale, lean forward. Again, that trunk holding all parts together. Steady burning flame. Take an inhale. On an exhale, warrior three to hold this time. Good, now bring your right knee up. Peel it up. So again, our cycle is inhale in the pause, exhale in the move. So we're going to inhale right here. Exhale, warrior three. Inhale, warrior three. Exhale, lift. Inhale here. Exhale, warrior three. Inhale, warrior three. Exhale, lift. Inhale, don't worry about wobbling. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale and step back. High lunge. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, flow. Keep that heat. Breathe. So I'm going to pause in this downward dog. I actually want you to walk your feet in just a little bit more so that you're putting less strain on the arms. And kind of just hang for a second. We want to take that energy of 1, 2, and 3, Muladhara, Svadhisthana, and Manipura, our first, second, and third chakras. They're related to our deep selves, our history, our ancestry, our beginnings. So I want to take the heat you just generated and kind of leave it there for a second. Doing an inversion to kind of burn up what we're trying to let go of. Good, step it back. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, send foot through to hands, drop left heel. Rise up. Warrior two, we're changing. Space of the heart, Anahatasana. Or Anahata, excuse me. Arms wide. So the heat's still there, but we're moving into the space of expansion, beyond ourselves, beyond our stuff. Arms wide. Open heart, open lungs, open arms. Take another breath in Warrior Two. Just be here. There's also some flow, some freedom, some space making. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, side angle. So that's our flow, real simple. Inhale. Accept others as they are. Big inhale, peaceful. Exhale, hands frame, foot, and flow. Any which way you want to get there. Breathe. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step it through. Right heel down. Same thing, Warrior Two. So the space of heart and lungs that's expressed through the arms, these channels, both physical and energetic, channels of the arms that communicate with others, that hold the others, reach out to others. I put myself in other people's shoes for better understanding. Inhale, peaceful. Exhale, side angle. Continue. Couple more. Just be free, spacious. The more free and spacious you can be, accepting with yourself, the more free, spacious, and accepting you can be with others. Next inhale, lift. Exhale, flow. Come through downward dog. Take a breath. And then drop your knees. We're moving into Anahatasana. So that is the pose of the heart chakra. And keep your thighs really vertical. Reach your arms forward. So I can't really lay my forehead all the way down because of the microphone. So what I'm going to do is bring my hands as a support for my forehead. But this might work for you too, just if you've got kind of a stiff upper back. You could also do just one hand, maybe as a fist, the other arm out. The focus here, physical focus, is on the space right between your shoulder blades, allowing your heart to hammock and that space behind your shoulder blades to carry a little less. If you're doing one hand under the forehead, switch. We'll be here for about 3 more breaths. And coming up. Go ahead and just start by sitting on your thighs. hips on heels. Vishuddha chakra, the space of the throat. We'll do camel pose. So go ahead, widen the knees just as wide as your hips, not wider. And we're going to do it 3 times. So I don't want you to have to feel like you have to kind of force the first time. First time is going to be everybody joins together in kind of the foundation. So hands at low back, any direction you want to place the hands is good. Walk them in a little bit, kind of towards each other, but then also down. Push them down, and then belly in, tailbone tucks, and that already creates a pretty open space at your spine, and then you kind of just draw that opening up to your chest, your heart space, and then lift your chin just a little bit. And so, as you can tell, throat and heart are very close to each other. The throat is the space of speaking up for others, taking care of your truth, your representation, and putting it into the world. Go ahead and come up and then sit down. Same thing, we're going to go right back into it. Place your hands. Belly in, tailbone tucks, lift your heart, draw the energy up. Now drop your chin a little more. I speak authentically and truthfully. Come back up and then down, just one breath. One more time, this time, if it feels good to you, hands touch heels. Come up, belly in, lift up, hands to heels if appropriate. Hips move forward, heart stays lifted. One more breath. Come on up. Sit on your heels. I listen to others. Speaking up for yourself also means letting others speak up for themselves. Inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, right hand, left thigh, left hand behind, twist. So we're going to twist that left shoulder back. Gaze over only to the degree that feels okay for you. Stretching the space of the throat, but keeping it super long. Notice if your jaw is holding tension. We relate that to the throat chakra, that space of, again, speaking and communication, but also holding energy of the body in the energy of the mind. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, other way, same thing. Left hand, right thigh, right hand behind, twist. Turn your chin only as far as it feels comfortable, like a stretch. Keep your neck long. And then come through center. We are going to come into a child's pose to kind of close off the physical side of this practice. So I want your knees as wide or as close as feels comfortable for you. Same thing, you can do that same thing kind of propping up underneath your forehead. You can always use a block or a pillow. So we've moved on to the third eye, Ajna Chakra. Space of clarity, intuition, and a quiet mind. So start to drop into your breath. Feel the results of the movement and the energetic practice that you've embarked on already. So that we can prepare for a little short meditation. Switch your hands if you're doing just one hand under your forehead. Take a couple more breaths, and again, just drop in. It can be really helpful to get warm, energized, and a little bit free before doing meditation. Everyone has a different relationship to it, so go ahead and come on up. We're going to sit in a comfortable seat. I'll grab a block. You don't have to, of course, if you're comfortable just sitting cross-legged. If you've got a pillow or a blanket, you could just fold that up underneath your seat. So the space of the Ajna Chakra, that final affirmation that I'll give is, I have nothing to prove, I am free. Letting the mind do less. Letting just your energy and its relationship to the world be more free. Hands on your knees, close eyes, or just soft gaze down. If eyes are closed, bring your internal focus to that space of the third eye. So that's above eyebrows, middle of forehead. Let your hands rest on your thighs or another comfortable position. And lift your chest, soften your shoulders. So we do want this internal lift, but we want it to be without much effort. Something that you could do for 20 minutes if you were going to. We are not doing a 20-minute meditation though. Take a couple deep breaths. Keeping internal focus on third eye. Feel the ground supporting you. Any place where the ground or anything you're sitting on touches your body, feel that strong support. I am safe. And let your energy kind of rest in the bowl of your hips. I am creative. Let your energy rest in the solar plexus, the jewel in the city, that center of your entire physical body. I am strong. On your next inhale, feel the space of your heart expand horizontally beyond yourself. And on your exhale, it comes back in. Do that a couple breaths, that expansion of heart space way beyond yourself. I am caring. Let that heart space expansion keep happening. Each inhale, it goes now out wide and up around the space of the throat. I am honest. Let the attention now just rest there at the third eye center. I am free. And now draw the attention above your body. You can envision it as a light or just something hanging right over your head, something protective, but also spacious. A crown. Something that ties you beyond yourself to every living being. I am connected. Bring your attention back into your body wherever it wants to land. If there's no clear place, try rubbing your palms on your thighs to re-enter your physical realm. Blink open your eyes. Thank you so much for your practice, for being here. I wish you so well.